Okay. So the value is changing here. So I'll write a formula CSS equal to the tag name here is, so if you see here, the tag name is input. So I'm taking input, square bracket, name star equal to, so value. So write that value. So what is that value which is not changing? BTN check a value. This value you need to take it. So write this. That's it. See, now you refresh the page also. It will always recognize. This is the kind of strong object identification you have to write if the element attribute values are dynamically changing. So if you refresh, see, I'm not going to change my object identification. Same, it will be useful for me. So this is the kind of, with a star, you are handling a dynamically changing attributes. So next formula is starts hyphen with a caret symbol. Starts hyphen with is a, so that means a starting pot. So your starting pot value is not changing, remaining portion is changing. Such cases, you need to use starts with. You need to use starts with concept. So that starts with concept is, so which is so useful for you. So you have a two values in the web page, which is starting with this, maybe one value is starting with a one word, another value starting with a second word. So, but you want to identify the element which is starting value. So then this starts with will help you. So that's the starts with useful. So now here I'll see this values starts with, I can use maybe this one, country drop down. See, select a tag. So ID is there, country. So if you observe this country and COUNTRY, so country. And country you can identify, so like this. See that? CSS equal to tag name, that is select square bracket name caret symbol and single quote start country. So even that dynamically changes also, you don't need to worry about it. Starting part, why I'm giving, see, name is starting with this country only, not with this one. So that's why I'm using starting with. So the starting part should be whatever you are writing here, that must be the one. So this is the one starting I have written. So that's a caret symbol starts with means. So it will recognize country drop down. You can identify like this. So this is another important formulas you can use. So last one. So we have ends with. So ends with is, so for example, your attribute values, end part is constant, but a beginning part is changing. You don't want to take a beginning part. You want to take a last part of attribute value. Then you can use ends with. So CSS equal to tag name, square bracket, attribute name, dollar. So you have to use a dollar symbol. Dollar symbol means ending part. Beginning part means caret symbol. So dollar equal to end attribute value you have to use. Single quotes in between, end attribute value you have to use. So that's the ends with. So let's write this. So take any example here. Maybe I'll take this create account button. So which has a lot of values, right? You can see like you can take so value, right? You can take a value or you can take a class, whatever it is. Okay, let's take this value attribute and we'll write. So input tag. I'll take another one. CSS equal to the tag name is input square bracket value dollar symbol. So dollar means last part. So what is the last part here? Maybe you can take any one. Okay. So maybe there are multiple words, right? I can take this. This is the last part. I'll take this part. The end portion basically how to take. See, I'm not writing from the beginning, right? Then create account button should identify. See that? It is identifying create account button. So these are the, so create my account button, it is recognizing. So any questions here? So dynamically changing elements, how to identify? So you have to say using starts with, ends with, dollar symbol. So contains, starts with, ends with. So they'll ask you in the interviews, so which is the fastest identification process in Selenium? So they will ask you, you have to give answer IED CSS. IED CSS selector is the quickest identification locators. Why IED? IED is the only unique, so there is no duplicates. There might be a chances of name same, class same, but ID is not going to be same. So ID always going to be unique, and the CSS is, so there is no much searching will be in the HTML. So that's why CSS also very quick object identification mechanism. Okay, so these are the all CSS formulas. Please practice this and come back so that we can see tomorrow XPath concepts. So because I'm giving it time for you to practice, because it's a very important, CSS is the very important concept. You need to complete that. Practice is important. Without practice, if you attend also, no use. And object identification is the crucial part for Selenium test cases. So without that, you cannot write a single line of code. So that's a blocker. So that's why I'm giving all the ways how you can recognize the element. So you can take help from so Selenium IDE, you record on the element, you will get the object identification. Or you can know, so write your own formulas with these formulas, practice these formulas more number of times, you can remember them. So, and the other way, I'll give you some more techniques also. Yeah. Okay. So any questions? So tomorrow we'll see XPath concepts.